Alright, so Levi and I are on this job here today. The plan is to put in an underground electric service. So we are at the build site, so there's going to be a garage is planned to be built right there, and then a house over there. And because of the distance of the driveway, we're coming in with primary electric service, so that's like the high voltage off the street. So here are most of the materials, at least the big stuff, like the conduit, the primary cable, which is like a black cable with a red stripe, and there's our transformer pad. And the electric service trench is going to go out this way. Levi, come on, let's go. Alright, so we're going to be digging a trench right down the center of this driveway. Alright, so we have a couple of obstacles with this electric service. So one thing, we have a culvert pipe right here that goes across the driveway. So I think we're going to go under it. Other obstacle is right here. We have this bridge. So the plan with the bridge is to we're going to be digging right down the center of the driveway here. And then we're going to hammer through the concrete footing, and then we're going to attach the conduit for the electric right to one of the bridge beams. And then come out right here. Alright, so here's our pole right here. So there's already a transformer right there, and usually the power companies are picky about putting a primary tap and a transformer on the same pole, so we'll see what they end up doing. See, of course, Levi'd rather walk through the stream than walk over the bridge. Alright, so it's still winter time right now. So let's wait for the snow to go away and then come back with some equipment and start digging this trench. Alright, so usually whenever installing an electric service, cable always goes with it too. So this is what the cable wire looks like. And I mean, people always used to put telephone in too, but all the last jobs I've been on, no one's even bothered with that because the cable can handle all the communication. Alright, so what we're working on right now is getting the conduits installed underneath this bridge. So the two conduits are in and ready to go through, so I just got to dig from that point there on each side. Okay, so then underneath the bridge they just have them bolted up like this going across. So the metal conduit is for the electric and the plastic is for the communications. Alright, so I'm all set here, ready to dig. So I brought my new Kubota and I brought my trenching bucket, so this is the first time trying that. And I brought my hammer just in case. I'm a little concerned some of these areas, especially like right in here, I think the bedrock is right up to the surface, so just in case I need to get deeper, I'll be able to.
There you got it. Perfect. I don't know how you're gonna get into that one.
Hey, push down on that side.
Lean on it.
Keep going that way.
Stop right there, Ralph.
Oh, yeah.
We'll lose him.
I didn't see you were off the ground.
Down a little bit. Down on your side. We're gonna push it. You got it. You're in there. You got it. Keep going. It's already through. That goes over there, Ralph. Alright.
This is heavy.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Got one more to do?
Alright, now we can easily move around these spools and unspool them easily. All right, so I was prying at that rock for a while, and my main pin sheared right in half because it's a greasable pin and it's sheared right on the grease port. It's kind of a bad design. So to keep the machine running today, I just went to the steel yard, got a piece of round stock, and I just put that end on it and drilled it. So, but this is just a temporary fix. Oh, you know what? It bent. That's the problem.
Which one? The whole piece is bent?
Yeah.
Can we put a block of wood
Yeah,
under
we
here
can.
and press on it?
We
It's got
can.
that big solid block of wood. Big first. That'll be good. Yeah, there you go. I'll pull it to you. I want to move the boom in. That's it. That's stop there. Stop there.
Wish we were getting on it. It's like right in here. It's still not. Just give that a little pry while I hammer it. It's pretty close though. We got it. So I get this thumb on it now. You want to? Here, I got. You want to hammer it through or? Yeah, wait, go. Wait. Go. Yep. Take it home. Oh, that's good. Yep.
That out of another machine?
No, we went to Roth Welding and got that. It's a hair smaller than what it had, but it's.
Yeah.
I mean, we went to Montano's. They didn't quite have the right thing. They had one thing that was close, but it was like $400. This was $20, so it's. And I got enough to make it 3 times. So. This is just temporary, but it's. This would be digging. Yeah, that's if that's where you want the transformer. That's
Transformer is like right here or right there?
that's fine. Once you get them turning, they should go.
All right.
Maybe both of you hold that one.
All right, because this is the hard one.
That's the hard. Let's see if you can get it started.
Same on the other one. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right, so day 2, this is where we're at right now. So with this culvert pipe, usually I can dig under these things fine. In this case, it was sitting right on bedrock, and there was a lot of boulders in here, and it just wasn't easy digging. So in this case, we just had to remove a section of it. Not a big deal. We'll dig it out, put 2 collars, and replace that piece. So this right here is going to be one of the transformers for the communication wire. And right now I'm just ready to dig, but down there I hit some boulders I couldn't dig through, and I need my hammer once I get back over there. So let's get this filled in. See, this tape is to prevent someone from accidentally digging this up. If they're digging, you'll see this and stop digging before breaking the wire. Not easy digging here. Look, it just ripped the tooth off trying to get that rock out.
it's too high. What do you think?
Well, I'm on a rock right there. That's
All
why.
right, if you're on a rock, then that's what we're gonna
Well,
do.
I could hammer it.
No, I don't want to hammer.
I know
Let's just
this
do it.
corner's low.
If you're on a rock, we're on a rock.
Well, no, I've been hammering
Go
rocks the
for
whole
it. Go
time.
for it. Go for it.
And then that rock.
I need a straight shot, like into here somehow.
Yeah, I guess I should. Let's just pull it right out of there, and I'll dig that out.
Put it here,
Yeah.
because I want to be able to bring the conduit like pretty much like right here.
Well, yeah, you're gonna go straight into it, but then you're gonna go in front of it with your cable.
The audio is going to come this
Yeah.
way. So this is good enough for that. Got out of the way. Check it right there. Let's come up a little.
I mean, that's. That's gonna come like an inch.
Inch up. Right, see if there's a little bit of that. All right, that looks good. That's a good location.
All right, that's pretty good on that transformer end for now. So let me start at this bridge and dig out to the street. All right, this is where we're at here. So I was hoping this was going to be much easier digging for this section here, but hit rock right away. So to get this done and not have to keep switching from the bucket to hammer, I just brought the second machine and I'll just leave the hammer on that the whole time. Alright, so I'm back here a couple of days later, and it gave the electrician some time to get everything ready for backfilling. So here's both cables all coiled up, ready to be hooked up. The electric cable has to be in this metal conduit, and that communication wire can be in plastic. And then here they are in the trench. You know, we're not putting it in sand or anything. You know, we talked about doing that, but you know, the labor was a lot higher on that. So, you know, this Schedule 80 conduit is pretty strong. Just when I'm backfilling, the trick is just not to put any of these huge boulders against the conduit. Alright, it's been a couple weeks since I backfilled this and the ground got a chance to get settled down. Plus the day after I backfilled it, pretty much the well got drilled, so a bunch of very heavy trucks came in here and kind of sunk in the ground in a few spots. So let's take the skid steer and smooth out what's here and then bring in a fresh coating of gravel over top of the whole thing. Alright, got some nice results with the track loader smoothing this out. Alright, so let's bring in some stone and this will be all finished up. right, so we're back here about a month later. The electric just got hooked up. So this lawn grew in pretty good here, and that's without bringing in any topsoil or anything. So the cable still isn't hooked up, but the electric is. So that's going up in this metal conduit here. And then up top here, they had initially said that they wanted to move the existing transformer off this pole, but they just put the primary tap next to the transformer. I've seen them do that other times too. That's just a lot easier. But they say it gets too cluttered up on the poles, but that looks fine to me. Alright, let's go check out the build site. Alright, so here we are at the build site. So the electric company brought in that transformer and set it on the pad. And then right here we have our cable coming up. And then that other conduit's going to go to the building once that gets installed. And here's our electric meter. That's all installed. All hooked up with power on. And here is the temporary panel right now. So we have electric to work with power tools and stuff. And this, right now he's got this all dug up for a garage footing. So garage is getting built here soon. Alright, so let's try out this electric. Alright, well, that's nice. This is going to make working here much easier.